In a little village surrounded by a magical forest, there lived a curious boy named Timmy. One bright sunny morning, Timmy decided to explore the whispering trees that stood tall and majestic at the edge of the village. As he entered the forest, he could hear the soft whispers of the leaves which seemed to be telling him secrets of the ancient woods. Timmy walked deeper into the forest, and soon found himself surrounded by towering trees that seemed to lean in and gently speak to him. "Hello, Timmy," they whispered, their voices calm and soothing. "Welcome to our magical forest." Timmy was amazed, and asked the trees what made them magical. The trees swayed and replied, "We have the power to make wishes come true. Close your eyes and make a wish with all your heart." Timmy wished for adventure and new friends, and when he opened his eyes, he found a group of friendly forest animals, including a clever fox, a wise owl, and a playful squirrel, who offered to show him around their enchanted home. Timmy and his new friends explored hidden meadows, danced by streams, and shared stories under whispering trees. As the sun set, he thanked them for a wonderful day. The trees gently whispered, "Come back any time, Timmy. Our branches will always be here to listen and our leaves to whisper." Timmy returned home filled with joy from his magical adventures. He knew the whispering trees were always nearby, ready to transport him to a world of wonder. That night, he dreamt of his next visit to the magical forest, eager for the new stories the trees would share. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there was a hidden rainbow that only appeared when the sun kissed the rain. The animals in the forest knew about this magical sight but kept it a secret from everyone else. One day, a little curious fox named Philly decided to find the hidden rainbow. She asked the wise old owl about it, who whispered, "Follow the melody of the wind after the rain, and you shall find what you seek." Philly waited patiently for the rain to stop, then pricked up her ears to listen to the wind. She followed the sweet melody through the woods until she reached a clearing. There, in the sky, appeared the most beautiful rainbow she had ever seen, with colors more vivid than she could have imagined. Philly felt a sense of peace and joy as she watched the rainbow. She knew that this magical moment was a gift to be cherished. From that day on, Philly often visited the clearing after the rain, basking in the beauty of the hidden rainbow. And so every time it rains, remember that there's a hidden rainbow waiting to show its colors, reminding us of the beauty and magic in the world. Good night, sleep tight, and dream of the hidden rainbow. Once upon a time in a magical forest there stood a wise old tree named Willow. Willow was no ordinary tree. She had the ability to speak to the moon. Every night when the moon rose high in the sky, Willow would share stories and secrets with her glowing friend. One clear night, Willow asked the moon, "Dear moon, why do you shine so brightly for all of us in the forest?" The moon replied, "Willow, I shine to remind everyone that even in darkness there is light and hope." Willow was inspired by the moon's words and decided to share this message with all the creatures of the forest. She whispered to the rustling leaves, sang to the chirping crickets, and even told the babbling brook. Soon every creature knew the moon's message of hope. From that night on, whenever anyone in the forest felt scared or alone, they would look up at the moon and remember Willow's comforting words. They knew that as long as the moon was there to shine, hope and light would always be present in their hearts. And so Willow continued to speak to the moon every night, sharing stories, laughter, and the comforting reminder that in darkness, there is always a friendly light shining down on them all. And with that gentle thought, the forest rested peacefully under the moon's soft glow, night after night. Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom nestled between rolling hills and quiet meadows, there lay a magical shop filled with enchanted objects. An old and wise wizard named Merlin owned this shop, and it was filled with wonders that captured the hearts of all who entered. Among the most extraordinary items was a feather quill that shimmered with 1,000 colors. This quill, named Seraphina, was no ordinary feather. It had the magical ability to write stories all by itself. Children from all over the kingdom would gather around Merlin's shop every evening, eager to hear the tales Seraphina would tell. One tranquil evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, Merlin placed Seraphina gently on an open book. The children watched in awe as the quill came to life, dancing gracefully across the pages. The quill wrote about grand adventures in faraway lands, brave knights, benevolent kings and queens, mysterious forests enchanted with fairies, and mythical creatures that spread joy and kindness. As Seraphina's stories filled the air, the children's eyes grew heavy, and soon they were all lulled into a peaceful slumber, dreaming of the wonderful tales that the magical quill had shared. Each child slept soundly, comforted by the thought of a world filled with wonder and enchantment. Merlin smiled as Seraphina, the enchanted feather quill, continued her tradition of spreading joy and magic, ensuring every child in the kingdom had happy hearts and magical dreams night after night, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom far, far away, there lived a kind and gentle princess named Nia. Princess Nia loved exploring the lush gardens and sparkling streams that surrounded her beautiful castle, always on the lookout for a new adventure. One sunny afternoon, as Princess Nia wandered through the whispering woods, she stumbled upon a hidden clearing where a magnificent rainbow stretched across the sky, touching the ground at both ends. Curious and excited, Nia approached the rainbow, and to her surprise she found a tiny timid unicorn trapped at the base of the vibrant arch, its hoof caught under a fallen branch. With a heart full of compassion, Princess Nia gently lifted the branch and freed the grateful unicorn. In return for her kindness, the unicorn granted Princess Nia a wish. Nia wished for the ability to understand and speak to all the creatures of the forest. From that day on, Princess Nia embarked on incredible adventures with her new animal friends. She helped the wise old owl find his lost glasses, joined the playful squirrels in their nut-gathering race, and even organized a grand tea party for the shy forest fairies. Each night, Princess Nia would return to her castle, her heart filled with joy from the day's adventures and the warmth of her new friendships. And as she drifted off to sleep, the gentle sounds of the forest whispered through her window, lulling her into a peaceful slumber filled with dreams of magical rainbows and the enchanting friends she so loved. Once upon a time, in a magical land called Dreamland, there was a little girl named Lily. Every night when she closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep, she would find herself in Dreamland, a place filled with soft clouds, twinkling stars, and gentle creatures. One night as Lily entered Dreamland, she met a friendly unicorn named Starlight. Starlight had a shimmering mane that sparkled like the night sky. Together, they decided to go on an adventure to find the Wishing Waterfall, a mystical place where dreams were said to come true. They journeyed through enchanted forests, crossed over rainbow bridges, and floated on fluffy clouds. Along the way, they met other dreamland creatures like the wise old owl who gave them helpful advice, and the playful fairies who danced around them, leaving trails of pixie dust. Finally, they reached the Wishing Waterfall. It was more beautiful than Lily could have ever imagined, with water that glowed like moonlight and a melody that sounded like a gentle lullaby. Lily and Starlight made their wishes, and watched as the waterfall turned their wishes into twinkling stars that shot up into the dreamy sky. Feeling happy and content, Lily thanked Starlight for the wonderful adventure. As she woke up from her dream, she found herself in her cozy bed, with a smile on her face and her heart full of joy, knowing that Dreamland would be waiting for her the next time she closed her eyes. And so every night Lily looked forward to her adventures in Dreamland, where the wonders of her imagination could roam free. The end. Sophia and the time-traveling Teddy. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by whispering woods, there lived a curious girl named Sophia. Sophia loved adventures and always carried her favorite teddy bear with her everywhere she went. One starry night, while Sophia was stargazing from her bedroom window, a shimmering light enveloped her teddy bear. To her amazement, the teddy started to glow and float in the air. "Follow me, Sophia," the teddy bear said in a gentle voice. Sophia, filled with excitement, held onto her teddy's paw tightly. With a whoosh and a twirl, they were whisked away through time, traveling to magnificent places, meeting friendly dinosaurs, watching knights in shining armor, and even dancing at royal balls. Each adventure filled Sophia's heart with joy and wonder. As the night grew darker, Sophia's teddy whispered, "It's time to go home." With another magical swirl, they were back in Sophia's cozy room. Sophia hugged her teddy and thanked him for the incredible journey. From that night on, each evening before bed, Sophia would whisper to her teddy, "Where to next?" And off they would go, hand in paw, exploring the wonderful pages of history, all from the comfort of her room. And so Sophia drifted to sleep each night, dreaming of the endless possibilities of adventures that awaited with her time-traveling teddy. The end. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest filled with the gentle rustling of leaves, there lived a sleepy little dinosaur named Dino. Dino was a small, friendly brontosaurus with a long, graceful neck and a love for cozy naps. Every day, after munching on his favorite ferns and playing with his dinosaur friends, Dino would start to feel his eyelids grow heavy. Yawning widely, he would wander through the forest, looking for the perfect spot to take his afternoon nap. One sunny day, Dino discovered a quiet, shady grove surrounded by tall trees and soft, mossy ground. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting dappled shadows that danced around him. Dino knew he had found his new favorite napping spot. As he lay down, the soothing sounds of the forest filled his ears, the gentle breeze whispering through the trees, the distant calls of birds, and the quiet rustling of small creatures in the underbrush. Dino felt a wave of calm wash over him as as he snuggled into the soft moss. Closing his eyes, Dino took a deep breath in and let it out slowly, feeling completely at peace. With each breath, he felt more and more relaxed, sinking further into the coziness of his surroundings. Dino, lulled by the forest into a tranquil sleep, dreamt of adventures and friends, comforted by the constant presence of his peaceful grove. And so Dino napped happily, knowing that after his rest he would be ready to explore and play once again in his beautiful, peaceful forest. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by towering mountains, there lived a curious little boy named Leo. Every night, Leo would gaze up at the twinkling stars and wonder about their secrets. One clear night, a gentle shooting star whispered to Leo, "Come, discover the magic of the night sky." With a sparkle in his eyes, Leo set off on a wondrous adventure. He climbed the highest peak and reached out to the stars. To his amazement, each star had a story to tell. The North Star guided lost travelers, while the constellation Orion protected the sky. Leo listened intently as the moon shared tales of dreams and hopes that people wished upon the stars. The sky, it seemed, was a canvas painted with the desires and wonders of everyone below. As the night drew to a close, Leo realized the secret of the night sky. It was a reflection of the beauty and dreams of all who dared to look up and believe. With a heart full of joy, Leo returned home, knowing that the night sky would always be there, whispering its secrets to those who listened. And so, each night before bed, Leo would look out his window, thankful for the stars and their enchanting stories as he drifted off into a peaceful sleep, dreaming of the limitless sky above.